this is my therapy. It helps me get through a lot of effed up things in my head. As you can see, I'm not a little guy. All right, being 6'7" has its benefits. I always stick out. I never get lost in the crowd. But I was thinking the other day, I spent some time in Japan, about 3 months, and I stick out bad there. I cannot fit in anywhere. I can't fit in the shower. I stand there and the shower head's on my nipples. I can't fit in a regular bathroom stall. It's hard. I can't even wipe my own ass. I can't fit like this. Or there's a giant thing of toilet paper next to me on my right side. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm right-handed. If I have to use my left hand, I can't. It's impossible. Do I go from the front, the side? Do I stand up? And I'm afraid if I stand up, somebody's going to walk in. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, so Japan's fun. There was a story one time I was in Namba. It's the second largest city in Japan. And I was on my own just walking around, and I run into some Americans eating some Kobe steak. Now, we ended up having drinks, and when I'm pretty hammered on sake, and we walk outside, and these Japanese people are coming up to me wanting to take pictures. Like, look at this guy, Kajua. So one Japanese guy, another Japanese girl, and then the crowd starts getting bigger. I start realizing I'm kind of like a celebrity. They have no idea who I am. I start signing autographs. I told them that I played for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm like, look, Mr. Miyagi, if you ever come to Philly, just look me up. I'll give you free tickets. I'll be on the front. Oh, okay. Ahoy. But I think they love me. I walk into a restaurant, they get excited. Now, being big, I think is great. And I've talked this with my friends before. We've been to regular strip clubs, right? I know you have. But we need a strip club for large women, right? Because we gotta be equal. You go to a regular strip club, right? And you have Mercedes. You know she's gonna be hot. Coming out to my cherry pie. But I come up with some other ones. Gentlemen, put your hands together. Get ready to roll out and protect Earth. It's Optimus Prime. Or you love her. She gets stuck in a mud but gets out by her 4-wheel drive. It's F-150. She's got plenty junk in the trunk to carry around the whole soccer team. It's Escalade. Or my favorite, Excursion. Now, I don't know, I'm gonna take a poll here. Is it messed up if you make your spouse put on a breeze strip before a blowjob? I was just thinking that. If you get a hand job in the car, is that a carjacking? Yeah, I think so. We're gonna call it that. Let's let that roll. Now, with the election coming up, we can't avoid the ads. And I know the left side's like pushing the smortion, right? And now I was like, man, I don't really care. We'll do one, it's gonna be 1 month, it's gonna be 9 months, it's gonna be 3 months. You know what, I'm gonna fix it all. I have my rule. 21 years. Some people, you raise your kids and they're 21, you're like, yeah, I don't think I'm ready to send them out into the real world. Can we just get a do-over? You just bring them to the shed and move on. Let's start over again. I know that's wrong, but you probably don't want them to vote either, so. Now, everybody saw the Tesla robots? Yeah. All right, guys, what was the first thing you thought of when you saw that?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. It's like, what's it called? You can hack into your phone and open up apps. They're gonna open up apps on that. But I can tell you what's gonna happen in reality, right? You're gonna come home from work, you're gonna have your robot hacked in with a girl voice. You're like, oh, I've had a long day. T7115. Come on, let's go in the bedroom. Not today, honey, my batteries are charging. That's gonna be the new headache of 2035. My batteries are charging, please leave me alone. Updating. Halfway through the act, it's gonna update. Do you want to update and reset now? Oh, later. Now, who remembers the old commercials, the Don't Text and Drive commercials, where they showed your last text? You guys remember those? Now, what are the odds, right? Now, I made a list here of texts that would be my last text. Like, these are going to be great. You ready? So my last text, here's my list here, would be, I'm heading home so fast because I have to take the biggest shit. Or, hey baby, why are my nuts itchy today? Or just a straight up dick pic. I remember this, what was the last thing he said to me? Does this look big? Or, hey, do you want me to pick up your hemorrhoid cream? Hey, I'm gonna be late because this freaking penis holster is driving like an idiot. Or my favorite one, wouldn't it be screwed up if this was my last text? Send. Now, everybody here seems about the same age, right? Who's in their 50s? Right, or above? Where's my ladies in their 50s and above? Right, what's going on right now with your lives? Menopause. Now, it's a new journey for me. It's insane. I don't know what wife I'm gonna have when I get home. I should just get a wheel. Now, she said, oh, I wish I can go back to having my period once a month. And you know, I thought, why would you do that? But I agree now, because that was 4 to 5 days I know I can work late or come home with flowers and kind of smooth it out. Now, flowers isn't gonna work. I need an exorcist when I come home because she's getting extremely hot. It's 67 in my house. 67. I'm watching TV in a blanket like a child. And she comes in, oh, I'm hot. I'm hot.
It is.
I'm like, I need an exorcist. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. It's rough. It's rough. But do you graduate though? Is there like a graduation thing? Do you take the string and put it to the left? Like, yeah, I graduated. Now, here's another bad shower thought. Actually, I was not in the shower when I thought about this. I was driving. If there's a house for lightly battered people, called the Tempura House. Think about it. Pretty good, right? Now, I do love my stories. Everybody loves my stories. Now I'm going to go back. I don't think I've told the story yet on but this is about my trip to Tijuana. And how I know you're getting excited over there. There is no animals involved in this story. So we go over there, and everybody, you know, like when you go to Mexico, they're not very tall people. Again, I'm the giant over there. We go to this bar, and it's my first time in Tijuana, and it is a very interesting time. You sit at the bar, everybody's sitting at a round table, we're telling jokes, and there's this little Mexican guy coming in, blowing the whistle, like do-do-do-do-do-do. They ain't no kid to come up and abuse you. They grab your head, pull it back, put 2 bottles of tequila in, boom, 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 hold your mouth shut, and shake your head. You're hammered by the end of the night. My friend snuck off and went to a bar across the street, and there was no military allowed. Now, unfortunately, I always had a military haircut. It was pretty goddamn obvious what I was there doing. So we go over there, like, no military. He's like, no, dude, I was just in there. Well, the bouncer slaps my friend. I'm like, oh shit. He starts beating the crap out of the bouncer, and then I see this tiny Mexican guy come up, a little federale. He's pulling out his handcuffs, and I'm like, I gotta do something. He's gonna go to jail. So all I remember is looking at this Mexican guy, put my hand on his chest, and it was like the one word I'm fluent in Spanish. No. He looked at me, he said something, put his handcuffs back, and left. So I scooped him up, came across the border, bought some chiclets. You guys, you know, and we made it home safely. And one of the last things I want to talk about, right? I like joking with my wife because sometimes she says normal things that I take dirty. I want to get some crowd participation in this one. So again, I made another list while I was in the shower. I had to print another paper out because it got wet. Now these are normal things you can say to somebody, but make it sound sexy by the tone of your voice. Like, you know, hey, could you come over and mow my lawn? Or, hey, want to come over and mow my lawn? Or, I'm going to come over and change the doorknob out. Or, come over and change my doorknob out. Naughty, right? Or, I think I heard this one last week. Hey, some of the guys are coming over to help me put wood in the trailer. Or, come here and help me put wood in my trailer. Or how about this one? I love this one. My wife says this all the time, and it always gets me laughing. Can you put a load in the washer? I don't know what she means about that. Am I supposed to get naked, or am I actually putting something in the washing machine? Or the last one is fill up the dishwasher. Like, well, come here. So I know some people have some other ones. What do you got?
Taste it, you'll like it.
Taste it, you'll like it. Or, how would you say it? Taste it, you'll like it. Or, could you butter my toast? Can butter my toast. There you go, I get it, I love it. Love the energy. Well, that's my set, and I want to keep it laughing.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out. Next on stage, he might look like Harley Dykstra, but I think he's better looking. Right, Sean Steele from Jacksonville. Give it up.